Namaste, yogis. Welcome to your Wednesday warm-up. I'm Carter. In today's practice, we are going to warm up. We're going to create some heat, and we're going to allow the body to find fluidity and strength. So let's get to our mat. All right, yogis, let's start in alligator pose. We're going to lay flat on our belly. Hands are right underneath the shoulders. The elbows come down to the floor. The toes roll out. We come to the forehead, the chin, or the cheek. And a moment to feel the weight of the body. Relax the lower sacrum. And there is a connection that we're looking at is the heart moving towards the middle of the planet. The pelvis pressing into the ground as we find connection. And just the entire body feeling gravity as a reminder that the universe is always listening to our internal dialogue. So make sure that we are supporting ourselves through our voice in our head. Big inhale, slow exhale. Feel the movement of the chest cavity. Starting to establish the breath pattern that's going to guide us through our practice. Rotate your feet so your toes are pointing to the back of the mat. Squeeze your legs together and then move your elbows forward so they're right underneath the shoulders. And this is Sphinx pose. The movement through Sphinx pose is torso forward and up. So you're going to feel some length and extension through the belly and the lower back. There's space between the shoulders and ears, so try not to collapse in the shoulder blades. The palms are down, the elbows are drawing back towards the heels as we find the extension. The chin tucks a little bit, but you have an option of moving right ear to right shoulder, left ear to left shoulder to make sure the neck stays malleable. Big inhale as you find that space in lower sacrum. This is really nice therapy for the lower back and length for the belly. All right, we're going to start to create a little bit of heat. Let's draw the chin towards the chest. These are small movements to begin with, so chin towards chest. Lift just your belly button off the ground. Keep pressing the tops of the feet into the ground and the knees into the ground. Lift your upper thighs off the ground. So knees and tops of the feet are pressing down. Tuck your tailbone, take the curvature out of your back and start to engage the belly. Lift the chin up a little bit and keep pressing the floor away as you squeeze the arms together. Breath is deep and free. We're isolating the abdominal area. A strong abdominal area supports the lower back. And for a lot of us, we rely a lot on the lower back. Roll over your toes, lift your knees, forearm plank. Keep tucking the tailbone, but this time press through the heels so you feel it in the calves. Hands under shoulders, plank. Keep tucking the tailbone, spread the fingertips nice and wide. Keep lifting the chin and keep pressing the floor away. This is a quick way to create heat in the body. Lift the hips, bend the knees a little bit, bring your belly button towards the thighs. I'm not concerned about straight knees. I'm not concerned about heels finding the floor. I want a long spine, long, strong arms, and full extension of the shoulders. Head is dangling between the arms as you shake your head a little. Once you establish this, invite just your right heel towards the floor. Bend that left knee a little bit more so that left leg is pretty soft. Swivel your right heel towards your left foot so the bottom of your right foot is flat. Look underneath your right arm and then see if you can lift your right hip towards the ceiling as you twist the torso a little bit more to the right. Bring the torso back to center, bend both knees, tuck the chin, and then walk your feet to your hands. We'll do the other side in a moment here. Inhale, come up halfway, flatten your back, lift your chin and chest. Exhale, a little bend in the knees, fold forward, interlace your fingers around the back of your head, squeeze your elbows towards one another, like you're hugging your ears. Tuck your chin. The action with the hands are as if you're pulling your ears away from the shoulders and you're drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Bend and straighten your knees a few times. Then release your hands, give them a little shake, and nice and slowly, you get a little lightheaded here, walk your hands up your legs. If you haven't eaten or your blood sugar's a little low, you could just pass out. Nobody wants that. So once you get up, swivel your palms towards the front of your mat. Tadasana. Check out your feet, press right foot, left foot, kind of like you're marching. Take the hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up, lift the gaze, lift the chin, lift the chest. Without any rush, fold forward, tuck the chin, release the head, and soften. Inhale halfway up as we flatten the back. And then exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, walk or step or float. Top of a push-up. Push through the heels, tuck the tailbone, lift the chin. Lower the elbows down. Forearm plank. Tuck the tailbone, push through the heels. Lower the knees, point the toes. Keep tucking the tailbone, press the tops of the feet into the ground, lift the chin. We're just reversing what we did, what we started. Slowly lower the thighs, lower the hips, lower the belly button, pull the heart forward, back into Sphinx. Legs are squeezing together. You're pulling the torso forward and up, so the arms are drawing back, although they don't move. But you're going to feel some extension through mid-spine. Keep breathing. And we're just going to go back again. Chin towards chest. Lift the belly button. Lift the upper thighs. Keep the knees down, tops of the feet down. Now take that curvature out of your back by rotating the pelvis forward. Lift the chin, lift the gaze. If you're doing it right, you may be shaking. That's your body saying, thanks for the attention. It's like a celebration. It's like, yes, yeah, it's a party. That's how I choose to see it. Roll over the toes, lift the knees, forearm plank. Hands under shoulders, plank. Lift the hips, down dog. Whew. Again, long spine, straight arms. Knees are bent. Soften, and then invite the left heel towards the floor. It may not touch. Left knee gets a little straighter. The right leg's nice and soft. The toes are on the ground. The right knee is bent. It's just kind of hanging there. Then we're going to swivel the left foot so the left heel comes towards the right foot. Left foot is flat. Gaze underneath the left arm. Lift the left hip. Straighten the left knee the best you can. Arms are working. The only thing that's really soft is this right leg. It's just kind of hanging there. Well, the jaw is soft, the forehead's soft, the thoughts are soft. Back to center, come onto your toes. Bend the knees, let the shins hover off the ground as you look forward. And then walk, step, or float, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, tuck the chin. Inhale all the way up, arms reach up. Exhale, elbows bend, hands and elbows draw back. Elbows up and down as you micro-adjust. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Squeeze the shoulder blades, straighten the elbows. Move the head to relax the neck. Chin towards chest, a little bend in the knees, belly towards thighs. Arms come off the lower back. Release your arms, let them dangle, give them a shake. Plant the hands down. Walk, step, or float, top of a push-up. Lower halfway down. Elbows just barely touch the ribs. Roll over the toes, upward dog. Stay here. So tops of the feet and hands are on the ground. Everything else is off the ground. Gaze over your right shoulder. Drop the left hip bone. Still let it hover. And back to center. Gaze over the left shoulder. Drop the right hip bone a smidge. Back to center. Knees drop. Table pose. Wag the tail. Knees come a little closer together. Extend your right leg. Roll your right ankle. Flex your foot. Bend and straighten the right knee. Shake it out. And then take your right knee and draw it towards the left arm. And then see if you can get your right foot on the opposite side of that left thigh and stack the right knee on top of the left knee. Walk your hands forward just a smidge and then extend your left leg. Roll the ankle, wiggle the toes, flex the foot, bend and straighten the knee, shake it out. Left knee towards right arm, the left foot on the outside of the right leg, stack the knees again. Walk the hands a little forward. We're going to do it one more time. So right leg straightens, right knee underneath the body towards the left arm, right foot outside left leg, stack the knees, walk the hands forward, left leg extends, left knee underneath towards the right arm, left knee stacks on top of left knee. Stay here. Let's reverse it. So take this left knee, bring it out and extend behind you. Bring it behind the right knee. Walk the hands back. Right leg unwind, extend. Behind the left knee. We're going to do it one more time. Hands walk back. The left knee comes out, around, behind. Hands walk back. Right knee out, around, and behind. Now we're going to stay here. So left knee is on top. Feet are swiveled out. So if you look between the arms, you can see both feet. And then we're going to slowly walk the hands back. That left knee comes off the ground. The hips come down. Now, so it's Gomukhasana is what we're getting into. Gomukhasana, very intense hip opener. If you can't get your hips down to the ground without any issues with the knees, then slide a pillow or a blanket underneath the hips. And if that's not working, just unwind the legs, either come into double pigeon pose or cross-legged pose. So you can try Gomukhasana. So that's where we're kind of moving towards. But you don't have to stay here if it's not comfortable enough for you. In Gomukhasana, I like the feet to be in the same position. So I don't want the bottom foot back and the front foot forward. If I can't get this bottom foot forward, which is the one that's a little bit of a challenge, then I just mirror it with that top leg. So once you find where that's fairly comfortable, see if you can stack those knees and then invite your left hip towards the floor. So you're just kind of lean in that direction. Straighten your right elbow, take it on the outside of the left knee, and then the left hand comes down to the hip or the spine as you twist to the left. Sensation could be left glute, right hip flexor, maybe mid-spine. You may feel it in other areas. I try to steer clear of telling you where you feel it because everybody's body is different, and some people may feel it in the shoulders, some may feel it in the triceps. So it doesn't mean that it's wrong if you're not feeling it in one of those areas. It's just that your body is a little bit different. So where you feel it is where you're supposed to feel it. What you're managing is does it hurt? And there's a difference between hurting and sensation that's intense. So my left hip, super intense, doesn't hurt, but it's like, whoa, that's something that's bringing my attention to it. All right, come back to center, and let's take the right arm underneath the left arm. Right hand grabs left wrist. So eagle arms, and just bring the elbows forward and down. Inhale, come on up. Unwind your arms, shake them out. Okay, So we're doing transition here. We're going to take both hands to the floor by the right hip. You're going to press through the outsides of the feet, and you're going to roll on the balls of your feet, and you're going to make a circle. If you're not really sure what that sounds like or feels like or looks like, you can watch me. So you press the hands down, press through the outsides of the feet, lift the hips up off the ground, come onto the balls of your feet, walk in a circle, and boom! Right knee's on top of left knee. Boom! Goes the dynamite. And there you are. Gomukhasana, other side. Magic! All right. Again, right side, left side may be different, and you may need to modify. So do that. And I'm much tighter on this side, as you can tell by this back foot is much farther back, and this front foot is a little bit farther. So if I can't get this bottom foot forward, I just draw the top foot back. For me, the right hip is a little bit off the ground, so I lean towards the right hip. That shows up a little bit in the left hip flexor. Take that left arm, straighten the left elbow, take it on the outside of the right knee or thigh. Right hand comes to the floor. That's for support of the spine, right? So you want to be tall. So you press down with the right hand, twist to the left, micro adjust, so you kind of move around to that sensation that works. And then breathe. This is our emotional body, and because we did all that heat at the beginning of practice, I always like a deep hip opener because we're a little bit more available through the physical body. Back to center, arms open up nice and wide. Let's take that left arm underneath the right arm. Eagle arms, and if you can't get here effortlessly, just keep the hands to the shoulders. Elbows forward and down. Maybe you used to stay up, right? For me right now on this side, if I go into eagle arms and I sit up tall, that's plenty. How do you know if it's plenty, right? It's like the sensation is enough that if you go farther, the breath gets a little bit shallow or choppy. It's like, oh man, like you can't get a full breath in. How do you know if you're not doing enough? Well, the mind wanders. You're here and you're like, oh, you know what? I got to sweep underneath the couch. I got to take care of this thing over here. I got to go grocery shopping and wash my car. Then you're not doing enough, right? So then you go a little farther. If you're hinging forward, come on up, unwind your arms, shake them out, roll the shoulders around, and then hands behind you, lean back. Oh, favorite part of Gomukhasana, coming out. Ooh. Extend those legs out in front of you. Take your hands into fists, tap the lower back. Outsides of the hips, outsides of the thighs, maybe even move the kneecaps, flex and point the toes a few times, then a gentle forward fold. So a little rounding of the back, don't pull, don't even reach, arms can cross at the thighs. Tuck the chin a moment here just to find neutrality. Inhale. Come on up, bend the knees, take your feet to the floor, lower your back all the way down. We're going to do a spinal twist. So let's take the right hamstring and rest it on the left thigh. So you're stacking the knees. And then let those knees gently drop to the left. Arms open up nice and wide. Think about a heavy right shoulder blade as that right shoulder is drifting towards the floor. As we get a little bit of sensation in the right side of the chest, shoulder, bicep, maybe tricep. The chin can drop towards the right shoulder if that feels okay on the neck. Palms can be up and down. If you need more sensation, left hand could rest on the right hip, knee, or thigh as you pull it down and away. Breath is deep and smooth, starting to wind down from practice now. When I say inhale, knees come back up to center. Unfold the legs. Ooh. Left hamstring on top of right thigh. Knees gently fall to the right. Arms open up. Heavy left arm, left shoulder. Any variation that works. Right hand to left knee, hip, or thigh as you soften the legs down. Big inhale, slow exhale. We're going to be finishing off practice with no shavasana, but at the end of the practice, I'm going to link a 10-minute shavasana. So if you're up for a 10-minute shavasana, just click on that link, lay down, and enjoy the processing of the movements of the body. Knees back up to center, unfold the legs, draw the thighs towards the belly, chest. Rock front to back about 4 or 5 times as you massage the muscles on each side of the spine. And come all the way up. Hands to heart center. Tuck the chin. Big inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Namaste. Nice work, yogis. I hope you're feeling warm. If you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comment section below. If you like the practice, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to add that 10-minute shavasana, click right here. But if you want to add an extra 30 minutes, click right here. Make sure you subscribe to my channel by clicking on this beautiful photo of me. And I'll see you soon. I love you guys. Bye.